Let's begin with a brutal truth. If you clicked on this video expecting the same tired affirmations, a recycled list of signs you're attractive, or a soft pat on the back to nurse your ego, you're in the wrong place. This is not comfort. This is confrontation. Because I'm not here to feed your pride. I'm here to awaken something far more dangerous, your belief in who you can become. Let me tell you a story. Several years ago, I met a man who, by every conventional standard, should have been invisible to women. He was short, balding, carried a gut that told of too many late nights and too little self-respect. You wouldn't look at him twice in a crowd. But he walked with a strange gravity. He would enter a room and sudden conversations shifted. Eyes flickered toward him. Even the most composed women would start adjusting their hair or laughing too loudly when he was near. Why? Because he didn't see himself the way the world might label him. He saw himself as a man of value, not arrogant, certain, and that certainty, it was contagious. Here's what most men will never understand. Your behavior is not a reaction to the world, it's a mirror of your internal identity. If you believe you are attractive, the world contorts itself to affirm that belief. Not because it's objectively true, but because you make it true through how you walk, how you speak, and most of all, how you interpret the world around you. Let me be crystal clear. Belief is not passive. It's not about hoping you're attractive. It's about deciding it, then walking into every room as if it were fact. That's why one man can chase a woman and lose her, while another chases and wins her. It's not the act, it's the intention behind it. I want you to think about the last time a woman looked at you. Did you doubt it? Did you tell yourself, she probably wasn't even looking at me? That's the lens of a man who has surrendered his power. But the man who wins, he interprets everything in his favor. If she looks at him, she's interested. If she ignores him, she's playing a game. If she talks to another man, she's trying to provoke him. Is it logical? Number? Is it helpful? Absolutely. Because what matters is not truth. What matters is power. And power comes from the meaning you assign to the world. Now, let's look deeper. Have you ever watched a man interact with a woman and thought, he's trying too hard? He compliments her too much. He buys her things. He laughs when nothing's funny. Why? Because he doesn't believe she likes him. And when a woman senses that, she loses interest, instantly. But the man who assumes she desires him without begging for approval becomes intoxicating. You see, women don't fall for compliments. They fall for conviction. They crave the mystery of a man who doesn't need them, but chooses to engage. Let's shift now to something that plays out in silence in the unconscious. When a woman laughs at something you said, ask yourself, are the men laughing too? Because if only the women are laughing and the men remain still, you're not just funny. You're attractive. Here's why. Laughter to women is rarely about the joke. It's a release of tension, a way to bond, a form of submission. Sometimes it's unconscious. She's not even aware she's doing it. Her body is revealing what her mind hasn't processed. And when you notice that the men don't laugh, don't mirror that submission. It's not because your joke failed. It's because they see you as a rival. Men recognize social value quickly. When a woman lights up around you, other men instinctively calculate where they stand. If they feel outmatched, they try to anchor you down. They'll make side comments, subtle insults, dismissive tones, all veiled attempts to suppress what they fear, that you're the one who commands the room. Understand this, truly understand it. In any group setting, social dynamics are war dressed in manners. Women are not just listening, they're watching, measuring, sensing. When a man tries to undermine you, and you respond with defensiveness, she sees weakness. But when you laugh it off, carry on, unaffected, she sees dominance. The key is not to fight. The key is to never need to fight. Your calm, your non-reaction, screams louder than any comeback ever could. But never confuse peace with passivity. If someone disrespects you, you address it, directly, without drama. A man who tolerates disrespect is not strong, he's scared of conflict. And women can smell that fear. So can other men. One of the most overlooked traits of a truly attractive man is this. He enjoys the moment more than he obsesses over the outcome. When he talks to a woman, he's not calculating. He's not negotiating in his head. He's simply there. Because he doesn't need her number. He doesn't need her validation. And ironically, that's exactly why she wants to give it to him. Why? Because uncertainty breeds intrigue. And a man who doesn't chase results becomes unpredictable. That unpredictability hooks the feminine mind. But let me give you a warning. Detachment without boldness is wasted potential. You can be mysterious, relaxed, confident, and still walk away alone. There comes a moment when you must lean in, ask for the number, make the move, take the risk. Masculine energy doesn't linger in limbo. It moves. Now we arrive at the final and most powerful indicator. You want to know if you're truly attractive? Look at how people behave during emotional moments. It could be laughter, shock, embarrassment, celebration. In those seconds when emotions peak, observe who they look at. If they look at you, that's the truth. Why? Because we seek the eyes of those whose approval we crave. When a woman laughs and instantly glances at you, she's not looking for humor. She's looking for resonance, for connection, for validation. In chaos, people orient themselves around those who feel like anchors, those whose energy radiates calm, presence, and strength. That's who you must become, the center of gravity in any room, the calm in the storm, the man who doesn't flinch when the world tests him. He watches, he decides, and then he acts. Don't misunderstand this. This isn't a video about how to get women. That's the byproduct. This is about reclaiming your power, about shedding the skin of the man who doubts himself, and stepping into the identity of a man who defines his own worth. Because attraction, at its core, isn't about looks, money, or lines. It's about energy. It's the way you command your space, the way you interpret reality, the way you walk, talk, laugh, and most importantly, believe. If you've been ignored, overlooked, underestimated, good. They don't see what's coming. Let this be the moment your transformation begins, not with fake confidence, not with tricks, but with a deep, brutal reprogramming of your identity. You are not here to chase validation. You are here to become the standard. And when you do that, everything else starts chasing you.